Hey folks, welcome to another lecture, and in this video we are going to further continue on our navigation bar. So in the previous video we saw that how we can leverage the React composition pattern to create a navigation bar, and over here we have created a really nice layout. Okay, and if we compare the production application, so right now we are missing two major components which are feature ready, which the first is the avatar and the next is the changing the themes. All right, so step by step we'll work on each of the items. First of all, I'll create on this part where you can sign in and sign out like this. Okay, so first of all we'll create that avatar component and other stuffs, and then what we'll do is we'll convert this navigation menu into a config UI. Okay, config driven UI. Once all of that is done, we'll add a storybook component as well for it, and then we have to also write some test cases. So a lot of task is there. The video is going to be really awesome. Although it is not possible to cover everything in a single video, that is why I have divided this part into various videos. So let's start and work on the avatar component first. Okay, so the avatar component is not any regular avatar. Okay, this is going to be a special component and it would involve a lot of code. We could have also moved this these things into separate files as well. Okay, we can do that, or we can also create our own avatar. It is our choice. So I'll just create a new file since this is related to navigation component only. So I'll create this as a nav avatar.tsx. okay, and this is the avatar which we are having, and there is a really nice avatar component used by Redux UI. So Redux UI avatar, you can see that this is really awesome. This gives you advantage to add a really nice avatar, and it supports adding text as well, and using this is really very easy. Okay, so first of all let's just copy it, not like this. I'll just copy it and do a yarn add. Okay, once this is done, then we have to import this avatar over here, and we are also going to do RAFCE. This is our nav avatar. This is not going to be a default export. This is going to be a named export over here. So this is it. And what else we have? They have a root. Okay, this is the container. Then they have an avatar image. Then they have a fallback. Okay, they should also provide some loading stuffs as well. I think that is something which is missing right now, but I think we can definitely leverage this avatar fallback every time we have to show loading part. What I mean by loading part is that if you look carefully, let me hard refresh just for a moment. If you see, there is a kind of a shimmer happening over here, and once the shimmer is done, we have this image, and let's suppose the image is not present, it will automatically fall back to support showing the text of the initials of your name. For example, for me it would be V, for you it might be something else. So this way we are planning to make this really nice avatar component, and I think this avatar root is definitely going to help us. So first of all, I'll create one div, and inside that div, let me get rid of this part. Inside that div, we are going to create our avatar root, and let's also import this avatar root over here. Import nav avatar from over here, and this nav avatar would be part of which group? First, second, part of the third group. So we can remove this, add a nav avatar over here. Oh, what's that? Okay, we saved it and see if something is happening. So what it is saying, nav container. So did we mess anything up? Syntax, it is complaining about some syntax error. Okay, yeah, this is it. So this is our nav avatar. This is going to be a client component, and this is our avatar root. Now over here, this avatar is going to accept some props. Okay. Props initials, INITIA initials, is loading. Okay. Props. Oh, why did the props is over here? This is going to be src. Okay, or image URL is much better, right? So we will be receiving image URL, we will be receiving initials, we have is loading, and we have props. All right. So the way we have to make it work is that we are going to render a image fallback. Okay, like this. Okay, this is only going to be for the part where it has to be in a loading state. So this fallback would act as a shimmer for us. So this is only going to be visible when we have is loading as true. So is loading and fallback. Okay, so we have this fallback loading. We'll talk about the initials later. Okay, so this is a image fallback. Then what else we have? So this, and we have to pass the avatar image like this. Okay, so we have an avatar image. Let's save this and see if it is looking nice. Okay, so we have an ugly navigation avatar right now. It is not looking nice. So it has to be rounded full, overflow hidden, justify center, align center. A lot of classes are there. So let's just copy this part and apply it at the root. Let's save this. Okay, a little better. Then we have to fix the height and width. So let's do that as well. And it is still ugly. It has to be inline flex. Okay, let's save this. And yeah, we have now a pretty decent navigation. But right now the data is not correct, right? We have not passed initials and image URL. So we have to pass that as well. To do that, we have to first fetch the details. Okay, so now see, now here comes the challenging part. The challenging part is that over here you can see that we have a composition pattern. So this nav container is present over here, this use effect is over here, then there is nav group. So see, this is the hierarchy. Now does it make sense to pass the image URL and other stuffs from over here, or will it make more sense to pass these information, or to keep these information inside nav avatar itself? So I think that keeping nav avatar independent would make more sense over here. So what we can do is we can first of all, yeah, so we can, since this was a client component, so having a use session would make more sense. So we have imported use session, and we have a status, we have data and other stuffs. Then what I am thinking is that, do we now need is loading, initials and other stuffs? I really don't think so. This would become now independent of the props. Okay, so we have got these things from over here. So this is called session. Now from over here I will pass my image, session dot user dot image. Okay, otherwise it has to be empty string. Alternative, this is just for SEO and other use cases for the utilities and for ARIA purposes as well. So I'll just call this as profile picture. Okay, let's save this. And what it is saying there is loading is not defined. Yeah, I know. So is loading would become const is loading equals to if status is loading. Now let's save this. Okay, so the image is URL is not coming. Let us see if we have any issues. Let's clear this. Let's go to network. Let's refresh. So was any call made to fetch the user? No, right? So maybe we are not really logged in this time. Maybe that is the case. So what we can do is we can do console.log session, and session was null. That is why we are seeing this stuff. So we may have to introduce if the status is unauthenticated. So I can say something like const is is logged in. Okay, if status equals to authenticated, and the status should not be equal to loading. This comparison appears to be unintentional because the types authenticated have no overlap. Okay, then I guess we are okay. So there is no overlap. So if user is not logged in, okay, so we can do something like if user is logged in. If it is not logged in, we ask the user. Okay, for now I am just creating a simple button asking to on click and then sign in from next auth. Okay, and then we say sign in. Let's just add some really basic stuffs. Class name, text white, and yeah, this is looking good. And if the user is logged in, then render all. We could have used ternary operators, but I think this way it is much more clear. So now we can ask the user to sign in with Google, and let's just wait. Now yeah, so now this is good. We see this nice sign in button. Let's refresh. Yeah, okay, perfect. So you can see that the moment we reload, it is first sign in, and then it is something like this. The profile picture appears out of nowhere. So we have to be careful on the status. Okay, so let us just log the status right now. Now let's refresh and see what is the status. So it is loading. Once the loading would be completed, it becomes authenticated. So this should not appear if this is loading. Okay, so it has to be if not loading. Now if I refresh, and this would ideally go okay, now we have a lot of scenarios to handle. Okay, so first of all this sign in button has to be shown if we are unauthenticated. Okay, if we are not logged in, but it has also we don't have to show this image, this button, if it is in a loading state. Okay, so let us first clear the application data and other stuff. So make sure this is checked, including third-party cookies. Let's clear the data, and now let's refresh. It is still in a loading state. Okay, so the loading state is common, and then it becomes unauthenticated. All right. So we have unauthenticated, and then we have a loading stuff. Okay, this is now a thing which we have to handle. So this is a avatar fallback. So I think this avatar fallback, we don't need it over here like this. Okay, I think I am making sense now. If it is not logged in, then please show this, and if the user is logged in, then we have to show this. But we really don't know whether the user is logged in or not until we pass the loading scenario. So once we pass the loading scenario, then we get aware whether it is authenticated or unauthenticated. So for authentication part, we have to show a kind of a shimmer loader, and if it is a okay, so ideally now the scenario changes a little bit. This until the status is loading, we are going to show a round shimmer loading. Okay, so first of all, I'll get rid of these stuffs. Okay, so I'll just say if it is loading, if this is loading, then I just want to show avatar root if it is loading. I think we can just leverage this. And inside avatar root, we have to just show a fallback. Okay, and there is going to be another condition. If it is not loading, and then we have to now decide whether we have to show a sign in button if the status is not logged in, or we are going to show this avatar image if the user has signed in. So this becomes really very easy for us now. And I think we can also leverage early returns as well, because I can clearly see a pattern. Or maybe we can just play around with these parts as well. So if it is not loading, and if you are logged in, okay, let me remove this. If it is not loading and if you are logged in, then just show this thing, avatar root. Okay, the profile image. And if it is not loading and you are not logged in, then please show a sign in button. Okay, now let us refresh. It was a sign in, and we have is logged in twice, so it has to be if not loading and if it is not logged in, then show a sign in button. Alrighty, now let us refresh. There is a flicker. Why? Because this particular UI, my friend, is not loaded properly. There is some styling issue going on. Let me check what I am missing currently. Yes, so in the fallback I have to put some class name. Okay, so we have to debug. There is some issue, so let me just change it to true for now, and we can comment out these guys for now because I have to check why it is not showing. So let's quickly inspect. So there is something squarish over here, and we have a background as well. Let me change the background to white. Okay, we have this, but I think the color was not something really helpful over here. And we do have in the tailwind, if you go to tailwindcss.com, there is some sort of shimmer loading as well. Skeleton loaders, animations. This is animate pulse. Okay, this is animate pulse. Let us see if this is helpful. Let us refresh. This is not happening. Background white. Yeah, so this is animating. I think there is some issue with background. We have to come up with a better background because this is clearly not helping us. Let me check the tailwind config. So we can check the global CSS where we have defined the colors. Where is that? Styles, themes. Then there was one global file as well. I think this is inside app globals.css. So which color do you think would work? Dark neutral 350. Is it even there? 500. I think 500 is the ideal choice. So let me check the CSS. So we have a class called as skeleton, and this is clearly not working. BG neutral 500. Okay, and then BG dark neutral 500. And that skeleton class is gone, right? So we have to add it again. Skeleton. Yeah, perfect. So we have got this working. And when were we showing this? We were showing this on is loading, and all these stuffs when the loading was loading was complete. Yep. Now let's refresh. You can see really nice loader. It is ideally for like some seconds, but it is serving the purpose, right? So we have a sign in with Google, and let's just wait and see how is it treating us. Perfect. Yep, this is awesome. And we do have a similar fallback here as well. I can just add it over here. Okay, because this is for the case when like the network is slow and the image is taking long to load. So let us hard refresh and see. Yeah, this is working just fine. This avatar is only for the case where we have this image taking longer time to load. So while this image is getting rendered, it will render this fallback over here. Okay, this is how this avatar component is working. And why do we see such a scroll? We have to inspect, right? This is not good. This is because of W screen. Okay, instead of W screen, it should be W full. Yep. Now that scroll bar is gone. Oh, we have it again. So who is the culprit? The body is this much, but the div is this much. Okay. After the image is being loaded, I think there is some problem with the image avatar which we have created. But it is clearly not giving us any issues. The body is also fine. This is also fine. So who is the culprit? If I remove this fixed thing, it is okay. Now I can see some things. The BG nav is well contained. This is also well contained. Why is it even happening? Let me remove that fixed thing. Okay, let me remove that fixed thing for now, and let us see who is the culprit. The moment this image is coming, why it is behaving so weird? I remember adding overflow hidden, right? Okay, let us just for now remove avatar. Okay, let's remove avatar and see if it is still. So clearly the issue is present in avatar. Maybe is it in this avatar image? Yes, clear. No. After some time, this is taking up. Wait, let me again comment it. Yeah, even after some time something is happening, something terrible is happening with this. Let us go a step further. Let us go to our layout file. Let us comment out the navigation bar. Oh, still this is okay. We have this. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think I need to get rid of this pre stuff. Okay, awesome. So yeah, this was the log which we created in the previous sessions or something, whatever you want to say, in the previous videos. So it was coming from that. So let us add this again, the avatar image. And we can have the nav avatar, and we can have this again as fixed. The text shifted upwards, and which can be prevented clearly by, if we go to our page, class name, so MT3. Oh, this is even shifting this. So PT3, yeah, PT456, something may work. We have to go till 10. 10 is also not working. 15 doesn't exist. 16, yeah, 16 is just fine. So we have this really nice avatar. Now what we have to do is we have to also incorporate a sign out button as well. So once we click on this, a pop-up should come. It should ask us for sign out. So we also have to implement it as well. So I think let's cover that in a separate video. This is taking long. So let's implement the drop down in the next video.